Hello, Robbie Susan Chandler here from RobbieSusanCartsandCrafts.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Quincy, Florida, right outside Tallahassee, Florida. Today I'm here to share a beautiful card with you that we made in my classes for Mother's Day card, but basically it could be Mother's Day or birthday or maybe even anniversary or wedding. But this is the card, excuse me, and you see how pretty it is, so that's why we went with Mother's Day with it. But the inside actually just says sending flowers and thinking of you. Now some of my customers did put Happy Mother's Day stamp right there, but this sentiment, sending flowers and thinking of you, is from the Simply Zinnia set, which I thought was very appropriate since we had flowers on the front. And then the rose inside was from Stippled Roses, and it's this one right here under my thumb that I used. So that's what we put on the inside of this card. So now we've looked at the inside, let's start on the front. So our card base is actually thick, basic white, 4.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So you just fold this piece in half. Now on the front of that, I cut a piece of Pretty in Pink, and this is one of the new in colors, and this is what's exciting about this set, is all of this card is made from products that are all in the new annual catalog, the 2024 one. So this is one of the new in colors. It's Pretty in Pink, and this piece is 4 3/8 by 4 1/8. Now you notice my circles on the front of this card. I cut those from my pink piece, my Pretty in Pink piece, and I used, let me show you, I used the new set called Spotlight on Nature dies. It also has a stamp set right here that we're going to use to make our butterfly. See, here's the butterfly. Our butterfly came from the stamp set. So here are all the circles, and there are a lot of them. Let me just show you. These are the ones that I'm not using, and I used all of these in it. So see, this one has a little, what I call a floret around the edge, and that's the one I cut this one with, and that's my biggest circle. I'm going to lay them in here in order that I cut them. And then the middle piece was another what I call floret piece, and it came from over on this side. If you'll notice, when they put them in the case, when you get them, it's like a floret and then little dashes, and then I call them radiating lines, and then floret dashes, radiating line. They do the same thing over here when they alternate them. And so here's that smaller one that I put there, and then the white one that I used on the front, this one right here, is cut with this one, and it fits right there. So those are all the circles that we cut. Let me get these out of the way, and that's the Spotlight on Nature die. It's a great set. I really like it. Okay, so then once I cut this piece, I took my layered florals embossing folder and I laid my circle right on top of one of the flowers, and I ran it through, and ta-da, I got this. Isn't that beautiful? And I just soaked it down with, where's mine that I did it? Oh, here. I coated it good with Winka Stella. See how beautiful that is with the Winka Stella on it? Okay, so that's why there's a big hole in the Pretty in Pink paper. So let's kind of move these out of the way. Now, with the Pretty in Pink paper, on top of that, I adhered this piece of Designer Series paper from the Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper. And this one's 4 by 5 1/4. And you just adhere it right on top. I left an 1/8 of an inch border because this piece was 5 3/8 and 4 1/8. So I had just a small border around the edge, and this is the paper that comes from. Said it's called Unbounded Beauty, and it's got some really pretty, let's take a quick flip through. So you have this same design in, I think this is Summer Splash on the back, and then you have some purples in, well, this is probably Petunia Pop, which is another new in color. This is Petunia Pop. This is the Summer Splash. This orangey color is peach pie. Yeah, this is the peach pie. You see, here's all of, and then we have one more called Shy Shamrock, which is a darker green. Isn't this a pretty combination? Summer Splash, Teeny Pop, and a little bit of peach pie in there. Let's see if I think this darker color right here is the one we would call the, so yeah, there's two tones of green there. One of those would be the Shy Shamrock. It's a little bit darker than the Summer Splash. Okay, so we have these two that we're going to glue together, and I've already done that here. And then this goes just right on the front of your card base. And from there we're going to start building up. So let me get this here. Oh, I need to show you all my green pieces I cut. And I used Summer Splash. And this set is the Flowers of Beauty dies. And I used this tall one here, which is actually the first one we're going to put down. And it's going to go right across there. Let me just go ahead and a lot of it's going to be covered up, but you know, that's unfortunately the way it is. But just a little bit of glue here and there. And this one just goes kind of up in this top corner and aims down. And then I cut these two from this piece. And then I cut one more small set of leaves from this little leaf right here. So all my greenery came from this Flowers of Beauty dies. And also the flower that I used on the front here, this one is also from this set. And I'll show you about stamping it in a second, but it was cut with this die. So we've got this down. And then right on top of that, I just adhered my first Pretty in Pink circle and just put it down right on top of that. And then the white piece went down next. And both of these I just glued flat. Let's see, I didn't get that out right there. Let's get that little guy. There we go. All right, and this piece goes down next. And it just goes right in the middle. Like I said, both of these I did not put adhesive on, but this one I did. I wanted it because it's kind of the star of the show here in the middle of the card. So I want to just pop it up right in the center. So it goes down and kind of want it aimed up towards that corner. Okay, now we're going to work with our flowers, and I want to cut one of these off because I'm going to use it somewhere else. So let's just cut him off. Okay, so we'll start with this one on the bottom. Just put a little glue here and there, enough to make it stick. Kind of want to aim it up a little bit. I'm going to bring it over a little bit more. Here we go. Alright, so that piece is going to go down on the bottom. This is kind of like framing our circle here. Move that up a touch. Okay, and then this bigger piece, let's put a little glue here and there on it. I did find I had to go back and put some glue on the ends of some of these pieces because they were starting to bend. So this one I wanted to fill up this corner up here. So let's just kind of lay it there. So see how we've kind of got a curve here around our flower. Now let me talk to you about, oh, we've got one more. We can go ahead and put this one down. This is a little small one, and it just goes down here in this corner. So that kind of fills out all our area around where our flowers are going to go. Now, speaking of the flowers, I cut them and my butterfly. Now the butterfly is stamped in Memento Tuxedo Black, and I stamped it and my flowers on glimmer paper. If you can see the glimmer there, but it's stamped on our white glimmer paper. And I stamped 3 of them in Pretty in Pink. And this is what they turned out looking like. Now 2 of these I have already colored, but I want to show you how I colored them. I simply just took, you see this one's whiter than that one. So I simply just took my bubble bath, the light bubble bath blend, took the brush in and just kind of did some little, I call it scribbling. So I didn't want them to turn totally pink. I just wanted a little hint of pink in there. And that color those. Now, my butterfly here, I used the bubble bath on the outer edge. Whoops, excuse me. The bubble bath on the outer edge. And then closer to the body, I filled in with the dark pretty pink and just colored up around in this area like that, and then blended them together. Also in the middle of my flowers I used this dark daffodil delight. Okay, so now we have our flowers and I have some dimensionals on them, so let's stick some of these guys down. Alright, let's start with the upper one. So this one's going to go, let's see, I think to me it feels like it goes up like that. So let's put it right here. And then I want to put the lower one, and it kind of peeks out over here. And then in the middle, I'm going to place this third one right in here. And this is where I wanted this little leaf because I felt like I had a hole right there. So let's just stick him down in there like that. There we go. And then we have our butterfly. Let's put him on. And he's just flying around over here around the flowers trying to find one to get some nectar out of. So I'm going to put him about right there. And there we go. Look at that. And isn't that a beautiful card? It's all shimmery and shiny. I thought it would make a beautiful Mother's Day one because it kind of looks like a bouquet of flowers you would send your mother. And then it says sending flowers and thinking of you. So I hope you like this card. I hope you'll try it. I have a link for a free tutorial that you can download. I also have a link to the supplies that I used to make this card. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And please like my video. And if you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. So until next time, happy crafting.